the mid lane GP before the Rumble mid would be a new one for him. And it's going to be locked in, so most likely it's going to be Shen bot. But Shen was also seen as a winning lane.
Infernal Drink.
Tried to make the play, but all they could get from Tal was flash. Didn't have his ultimate. That's why the timing was a bit narrow on the top side. Bot side.
There it is. That GP ultimate comes in. First blood going to go over to Bang on the Morgana. As easy as you like, they pick up the kill.
Really nicely done.
Unexpectedly tanky. Did have the aftershock actually. And uh-oh, Blank getting really close here. Isn't even going to Lamb's Respite, accepts his death and says, here you go, take a kill.
But fist connect, let's say.
Doesn't even, kite out of the bush, in and out of the bush. I'll hold that thought though. 3-man gank coming in here. Stan United is not going to be able to save his life. And both teleports will be canceled as Faker finally goes down.
The magic of the
charge. It's a new thing, the Kled, right? So people, if Kled has been
still around, he doesn't have charge yet, but it's coming up soon.
Yeah, Blank not able to run away here. Level 9, no more Lambs Respite is going to be shut down by the Kled. Add another kill there as Tal was trapped as well. Faker a little bit slower than Ian to get over.
Around them. This is the sort of area SKT's comp can prosper in.
Yeah, Ian waiting nearby with the TP. There it is, trying to get onto Max, but Blank is going to be engaged upon. That's Stan United going to help him out. Nice Lamb's Respite for now. Dragon will go over to MVP though. ADD getting super low. Did he go too low though? Blank is going to go down now as Ian shows up to the fight and says, hello, I'm Swain. And I'm
really so hard to know who's at fault for that. I think Blank was sloppy around clearing a ward. Wow, Bang almost died. He still will die.
Yeah, he's dead totally. Just trying to go 1v1 without his flash. Taking a lot of damage. Considering going in, here comes the charge actually onto Tal. He's going to be locked down and he cannot flash out of that one. So they start the Baron and they get an extra kill.
Good call from MVP, you might say, but the Baron's low. Why don't you finish it? Faker was behind. Will we get the information as to why Effort's ult was used?
It was a fantastic Vision of Empire, by the way,
yeah.
out of Swain 2 times in a row. Ian, you can see he's got that practice on the champion.
They won so many world championships, and I just say, have you watched their games? They're really not that good. And they can get better, and they have gotten better, but now Tal is going to get dead.
Oh, he is so baited into this one. Has the Sterix pop, but look at how much damage the Ezreal does. He even commits to a flash. He thinks he's getting out of this one. I don't know what to tell him.
Yeah.
He's not going to get out of this one. He is dead meat, as there was no point to flash there as well. Just desperation at this point. They don't want to be dealing with, farmed up level 18 GP and Rumble. And even that Kindred, which
Gangplank. Let's see if MVP can actually find a way to move the game forward. They've taken basically every easy objective as Ian, taking a lot of free damage.
Good trade there from Blank, but just one step too far ahead. He just barely gets off that Lamb's Respite. Look at how tanky the Gragas is, but they finally kill him with the help of Faker. Here's the counter engage though. Bang in a lot of trouble here. Nowhere for him to go. Now they're gonna pull in this Rumble. Faker surprisingly tanky on the front side here, is forced to flash that. Never moved though. Here comes ADD trying to follow up. They love to go for 50-50 Barons, throw caution to the wind and just do it. Speaking of which, ADD in a little bit of trouble, but he is Kled.
They're going back in now.
Oh, here comes the charge. He's going to get on top of Effort and run onto Blank. He wants to get the Lamb's Respite, and that he does. He's going to hop off the Scarl, but they get that big ultimate. Bang! Trying to get that ultimate off himself. Is going to be able to do that Zonya's, but he's getting super low, and Blank nearly goes down. In the end, the Morgana will, but they take away Swain, which is a big part of their team right now. Ton of damage.
They actually disengage off the Elder. This is the wrong decision from MVP.
Man. They don't even have it, and they're going to be too late. That's going to go down. No steal for ADD, and MVP, oh boy. As 5 and try to contest this. Priority on the map was to SKT. The charge is going to come in, it's going to go wide, and the Faker will pick up.
Usage getting higher and higher.
Trying to steal this mark here.
All right, we're going as well.
Okay, the charge, and look at that damage already from the Ezreal. He gets on top of Blank and forces that Lamb's Respite. Okay, everybody into the pit. Can they do it? Max goes down first, so they get the healing away, and SKT trying to do that damage, but Ian is still alive in the back line, and Pilot is there with him. They do not have enough damage to pull through. Tal's gonna go down alongside Blank and Bang, and SKT will win.
They're in a ward, they're trying to get out. Let's see what...
They don't really care about the objectives. They just want to get kills. They just want to fight. Yondu actually having trouble. Look at that gigantic shield from Faker. Only lasts about 2 seconds. But
Faker has a lot of turnaround damage, but you have to imagine Pilot will close this out eventually.
hey, he actually misses a couple of skill shots, but the Gragas is there. Had it been a one-on-one, maybe would have been a little bit more interesting. But in the end, I mean, they get the one kill items.
Oh, that sounded like a charge again.
Yeah, he's coming in from behind, and uh-oh, Bang. Does have his flash, but oh, he's a little bit too late on that one. Here comes ADD, and see you later. Eventually, Sonya's his cube, but it's not going to be good enough, and that means no Morgana, and that should be at least the inhibitor.
This could be the close of the game here. MVP have the Ezreal.
The turret in the end.
They haven't taken the inhibitor yet, though. Still 10 seconds on Bang. This will be their first inhibitor. Actually, no, mid lane one way. We're still ready for a best of 3.
Oh, looking for a charge there. Nice engage onto Blank once again by Yondu. Bang is going to have to get that ultimate down with a nice Zhonya's, but down he just goes. The Lamzer Spite is not in range. Very unfortunate for them, and that means Blank will go down too, alongside Efforts, and Ian is not going to die with his own Zhonya's. Pilot just free deal in the back line, and that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. MVP in 49 minutes will be able to take down SKT. It was a weird and wonderful match. This first game was, but MVP, certainly the deserving winning team here tonight. Gonna take the Nexus turrets, and that will be game number 1, going to MVP.
Really nice game by Pilot. His Ezreal was excellent this game. Couple of team fights, I thought he was too conservative, but when he needed to be there, when he needed to be clutch, he was the clutch factor. I think both coaches will have ripped their hair out by now and have so many notes, they might need another couple of pieces of paper, but they've got a series to focus on. It's still in the balance. SKT will always into Gnar. Very old pick. AP Cannon could definitely be coming out of ADD. Could consider the on-hit if you double down around lane.
ADD, but actually just gonna pass on by and go for that. They're looking for a gank here onto Faker, trying to survive with the taunts. There is the Justice Punch, but the nice long-range stun coming in from Yondu with the red buff. That's gonna be first blood. Faker too far down the lane and punished by MVP.
Not a lot of mid laners.
Faker no flash here, so they're thinking about a return gank.
They don't have Ignite this time, but they're gonna go for it anyway.
Trying to just spus his way out of there. Double taunt is nice, but there is the stun. Actually, nice knock-up, and they force him in range again. Perfect knock-up there with the pillar by Blank, and a really good read by Faker. Having the support of Blank just in the tree, not even necessarily needing that. Hold the phone, though. No cleanse here onto Max, and the binding is there again from Effort.
Could be more.
Meanwhile, Blank is here. Pilot has his flash available, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter. He saves it this time around. A double kill down in the bottom side for SKT.
And Blank's in the right spot again. Really well
now
done.
They're going to try for it.
We going.
The charge is going to come on in. The flash available only for Bang here. Effort with the Q down into the bottom of the map. Not even on top of them, but the double TP coming on in. Tal is here as well as Faker trying to knock Ian off of it. Doesn't look like he can get away from this one. Tal going 1v2 in the back line as well. He has the damage. The double kill now for Bang this time around. Yondu, he's caught in the river, making a triple for Bang. And SKT, they finally collapse and win the fight.
Excellent collapse by SKT.
And they would have looked really good, but they got behind, got a little bit sloppy, and it wasn't a good look for them in game 1, but winning it.
SKT have taken the Rift Arrow, they now take the mid lane turret, 3 out of turrets down super early, and it's a big risk for MVP to look for plays like this.
You can see just how much lockdown they have the taunts into it. Oh, okay, MVP want to charge on in. They get onto Bang, but it's a Swain, and he has stopwatch, and there it is, ADD. As I mentioned, you're running into this comp. You are not going to do anything as the cannon, especially before you're fed. Pillar awkwardly is going to let them run at the enemy team. Could be sometimes hard for SKT to get the perfect engage. They're going to need, you know, group up and try to 5v5 and go for any inner turrets. We don't have to, right? We're not forced to. We're going to have a one-on-one, though. Tal is going to be stunned, and oh, hello, Pilot. Really nice job, even from behind. Pilot coming into the split push lane.
Remember, Pilot was doing that.
Changes the state of the side lane, you know, the 1v1. Uh-oh, Ian in a lot of trouble here is going to be knocked off Skarl. Even commits to the flash here, but nowhere for him to go. Nicely done, clearing out all the vision there by SKT. Ian walking into a gone up to the top side. Meanwhile, Tal is having none of this. It's just taking them out, Drake.
And people are asking why it's so slow and so boring. Now it's 39 minutes, and we could actually lose a 5v5. It's in the realm of possibility. So the frustration of SKT not being able to take easy objectives after 13 minutes is
staff.
AD's being greedy here. He's going to walk up and face check. Misses the auto.
But the ranking is used. Here comes effort. They're trying to slow him
get
down. Looks like they will be able to. And finally, the hands go wild as SKT finally find the kill onto the cannon.
Really smart play by...
It doesn't look like they're too happy to go on in here. Faker in the bush. Finding is going to go wide. Ian pretty low. Faker, though, trying to come in here. Ian, did he bite off more than he could chew? Faker getting so low himself. Here's Tal on the back line. But look at Pilot going 1v3 there. And now Tal is all alone. Unfortunately, Pilot himself during this time around.
Get it.
So it's a lot faster for them, even with their composition. Here comes Pilot. Faker doing a really nice job zoning him out once again, as well as Bang is going to get on top of ADD. Bang might pay for it. No, he's going to have the Galio and the Zonias. MVP thinking about a follow-up on the engaged. Bang getting solo over Pilot. Oh, man. He nearly goes down in that one. ADD getting greedy, trying to take out Bang. He's going to go down. And SKT, they finally find the Baron. A kill on the backside as well. And finally, SKT have to come to them.
Watching in the picture-in-picture. Again, well problem-solved this time by SKT. They have enough members on the Baron. They pick up that objective. In the picture-in-picture, you can see they're going to get 2 turrets as well through all of this. Pilot tried to walk up, finish off Bang, but he doesn't get the kill. And it takes 1140 damage from the Demon Flare. That was the biggest Demon Flare I've seen in a while. He's out of the fight. Someone has to die, and that's why ADD
will hold this inhibitor. ADD looking to engage on the Faker, actually, trying to push him back. Not going to be successful in killing him, anything like that, but another pillar comes down. They're looking for the stop here and a charge away from Ian as they're just trying not to die here.
MVP, if they want to fight, they have to go in. They've used their ult defensively, and now...
Oh, he's going to knock Pilot into the wall. The shields are going to come down here, but it's just all about zoning them away. Glacial Prison comes down onto Faker. He really doesn't care about that. Down goes that turret like it didn't even exist. And the pillar is going to come down. It doesn't matter. The Nexus goes down, and we will have a game number 3.
Slow and steady wins the race in this one. Great early game from SKT. It stalled out and then some in the mid game. But by the end, it always felt like they were Baron away from everything falling into place. It does. They pick up the victory, and that means we're going to game number 3.
As a lane,
they're happy to take a Mundo here, but we're going to see some flexes. Darius could have been considered, but instead Tal is going to be jumping onto the Gnar.
And you have your marks stolen because they don't help out. But in competitive play, stuff like this can happen. Effort's actually in a lot of trouble here. Does not have his flash. First blood given over to Yondu. A nice one at that.
Really nice positioning from Max. Always
harder, but Max coming over here. But look at the collapse here from SKT. Gragas and the Galio looking to jump on in. Yondu getting so low, as well as a TP. SKT, they want to collapse, and it does go over to them too. Will they be able to pick up any kills on the backside?
Less chances to roam here for Max during the laning phase.
Yeah. Even so, the laning phase has been going, okay, I'm going to hold that thought. Look at that play. Oh boy, Effort is able to get the fantastic cast there onto Ian.
Behind without 9 points in it very early, so body slam just for CC, and now SKT controls this Mountain Drake. Pretty late teleport from MVP.
This is going to be interesting. Maybe they just try to force a fight here. Yondu going to get in range to smite it. Wants to burst it down. It goes over to the Trundle though, and Yondu forced to use that ultimate already. Is going to be knocked up. Gets the smite down, but he just disappears. Effort has the stopwatch and will survive. ADD so low. Look at Tal on the back line trying to take him out here. Is going to zone Pilot and ADD as Ian goes down, and SKT, they get the Drake and 2 kills.
SKT have the CC, the front line acceptable.
Flank's really close by, too, so this could get really interesting. They're going to get the slow down onto Tal here. The flash forward from Yondu. They really want to get the kill. There it is. Nicely done for Yondu to pick that one up.
Meanwhile,
Pilot is going for...
Just kill Mundo at every opportunity. Speaking of kills...
Oh boy, Effort looking. He wants that MVP so badly. He's going to get on top of Ian here. See you later. There's the cast. Do they have the damage to take him out here? Yes, they do, of course. No help from anyone else on the Rift as they get another kill onto Ian, who's 0-3.
Too easy for the side control for SKT. They find themselves in a very comfortable lead.
Yeah, SKT really fluid once again. There it is. Ian, what a poor guy. Just going to get stomped down by Effort again. Pyke is going to go in the back line and take him out, but the fight heavily won and in favor of SKT. A double kill to Bang, who is now 4-0-3 and is popping off in this one.
It's the sort of
Yeah, Effort just getting these opportunities given to him, and he is executing every single time. Let's see how Mundo and Lucian do. They're both very high level, trying to come in here and steal this one out, but the smite is on time. The Mundo taking a ton of damage, actually. Tal is going to go down, but Pilot in the interim will eat it as well. ADD, he is Mundo. Mundo doesn't die, so he is going to flash the wall.
So many resources to kill him. Max flash ults him just to get the kill, and he did get full kill gold over to the Kindred, but not sure if I call Worth now that Ezreal's even further ahead. And speaking of Worth,
hello, Effort's here again. He's gonna get a kill this time onto the Kindred. Looks like that was hand in hand with Faker. Roll in the jungle. Runs into a Galio.
assumed he saw the teleport, but didn't respect it for sure, and basically gets one road.
He's just gonna get caught out here. Misses the cast though, so they say actually no. Oh, okay. Pyke's gonna go down here. Faker going 1v2. He's having his own fun on the Galio. 12,000 gold to them. ADD trying to make something happen, but look at those Qs. Yondu just not even going to be able to use his ultimate there as the burst damage is real. Cullen comes out here on a Faker. They got to respect this. Lucian actually blank. Nearly going to go down here. Has his own stopwatch, though. Here comes the Pyke and the hero's entrance, and Tal gets that engage that he's looking for. The double kill to Bang, making a triple kill as they find the team fight, and it looks like SKT is going to win this game.
Very likely that SKT going to pick up the victory, stay in the hunt for playoffs, still a couple of series away. They should be able to end it on this push.
It's looking really good for them. The TP is going to come in, and finally SKT, the fans are so happy. Game number 1 was a harsh one, but they bring it back and they win the series.
Victory papers through the cracks.